This is BBC News. These are the latest headlines in the UK and around the world. Growing global concerns over the spread of the Omicron variant as the number of COVID cases in South Africa doubles in just a few days. Here, the UK government secures a deal for an extra 114 million doses of COVID vaccines to try to combat new variants. A year after the UK became the first country in the world to approve the Pfizer vaccine, the company's boss calls for children as young as 5 to be vaccinated.
There is no doubt in my mind that the benefits completely are in favor of doing it.
A judgment is expected in the appeal by Associated Newspapers in its ongoing privacy dispute with Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex. An emotional Alec Baldwin outlines the events that led to the death of the cinematographer Helena Hutchins on a movie set.
The trigger wasn't pulled. I didn't pull the trigger.
So you never pulled the trigger?
No. I would never point a gun at anyone and pull a trigger at them, never.
The traditional Irish pub that scooped one of the art world's top awards. And one of the world's rarest turtles has been washed up in northeast Wales, more than 4,000 miles from home, following Storm Arwen. Hello, welcome if you're watching in the UK or around the world. South Africa has recorded a big increase in coronavirus infections, which have doubled across the country since Monday. Health officials fear the newly discovered Omicron variant may be fueling the surge. Total case numbers have risen sharply from a weekly average of 300 a day a fortnight ago to 3,500 each day. In the past 24 hours, 8,500 COVID infections have been registered. Officials there say Omicron is rapidly becoming the dominant variant. The first case of Omicron has been detected in the United States, and President Biden is preparing to announce stricter testing rules for travellers. In the UK, an additional 114 million doses of COVID-19 vaccines have been secured. The Health Secretary Sajid Javid said he wanted to ensure Britain had what it needed for the long term. And the chief executive of Pfizer, Albert Bourla, said 5 to 11-year-olds should get jabbed too, and he believes annual vaccinations will be required to maintain a high level of protection. Well, more on that later. First, let's take a look at the increasing global concerns over the spread of the Omicron variant. In Europe, Portugal has at least 13 Omicron cases. The United Kingdom, more than 20. Spain, Germany and Austria have fewer than 10 cases between them. But the European Union says it's now considering mandatory vaccination to combat COVID and the Omicron variant.
On the one hand, you have the virus and the variants. And on the other hand, we have vaccination and boosters. And I want the second part to win.